Yes, 𝐂𝐿𝐿𝐋.
Ma'am, in this chart, BSP is also working.
Really? Which one?
Yes.
Which one?
Ma'am, Saturn's 10th from Saturn, it will create up and downs. So 10th from Saturn is first house.
His first house.
So his health, we know that profession, sometimes he uses profession words. So
Yeah.
profession also, we have seen a huge break of 5 years due to
Yeah.
his health issues.
So, 𝐂𝐿𝐿𝐋, for everybody, can you tell us this BSP rule once again? And people can maybe make a note of it in general.
So this is in his book, he writes the Saturn I am the law method, where he writes that wherever Saturn sits, sorry, my bad. One sec. I will tell you the. Yeah. So in his book, he writes 6th and 10th from the Saturn, he will always create up and down.
So the technique is that wherever Saturn sits, 6th and 10th from it, it will create ups and downs. So the 10th aspect is falling on Lagna. So as with Ketu, no, we see that, and Libra sign is there. So the fact that, we are saying that there would not be balance in his life, the same rule can be seen from Saturn. Saturn is only seconding it, that will also happen. I don't think we should discuss Sir's chart in this greater detail. He will not be happy. I am ending this PPT now. Yeah.
So does that 6th and 10th rule applies in all the divisional charts?
This is actually not a divisional chart, Bubbly. It is actually, it was actually taken for the D1, but you can apply it everywhere. You can even apply
this. Test it.
Yeah, you can even apply this in Prashna as well as in the divisional charts.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Amit.
I just wanted to ask a question about the D3 application. Yeah. I applied on my chart. I put it on the chat box. It was right, or I have to, it was okay.
Can you...
It was for everyone at that time. Sir said me to put it in the everyone.
No, I know, but can you just, let me go find it actually.
I just want to know if I'm doing it right, or...
Can you find your own? If you can find your own, this thing, just tag in it, na?
How to tag it?
There are so many...
Ma'am, it starts with the 8th house shows.
Wait, let me go find it. Give me a minute, Amit.
The spelling mistakes are there.
Okay, Lipi has asked a question. I'm sorry, I'm seeing the chat box now, which was, if Jupiter gets activated in the 34th year, does it mean the period when 33 gets completed and 34th begin? Actually, because we are seeing the running age, when we say that we have completed our 33 years is when we are running our 34th year. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. I got that when you were discussing the PPT. I calculated the number of years in between.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Amit, you've to written, may I ask you one question in break?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am, before that. Ma'am, before that. Yeah.
Okay, let me go find it. Achha, you can't find your own message.
I have find it, but I don't know how to copy it.
I'm supposed to sit and find your message.
Then, ma'am, actually, I have find it, but I don't know how to copy it.
Just put
just click.
Just put anything in the chat, this thing. Okay. A smile or anything. Or a A or anything. It'll come.
Comment on your message.
I've done it.
Done it? Okay. I still don't see it.
Just a minute. I've not done it properly. Just a minute.
Samrit, absolutely we can do BTR of D60 by this method. And you should. If anybody wants to do BTR, this is one of the best methods to do it.
Ma'am,
just check it.
Ma'am, sorry for interruption.
I missed the last part of yesterday's class, and D60 is for what? Past life?
No. So he's asking that, yeah, I got it. I got it. He's asking, Samridh is asking that can we do BTR of D60 by using these ages? Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, ma'am, my question is different. My question is what is related to D60?
Oh, you can see the ages in D60 also, like we saw in D1, D9, D10, D3. You're also supposed to see these ages in D60.
Yeah, but D60 shows what?
D60 shows everything.
Events,
Everything that you see from the Lagna, you see from D60.
It's
events,
related to past
Past
life.
life. Past life.
No, not past life. Everything that you see from D1.
Like D9,
Like D9 from Mansagari today we learned. Previously we thought that from D9 you'll only come to know about your marriage. But today in Mansagari it says that D9 is supposed to be seen along with D1 about all the events occurring in a native's life. Similarly, D60 is seen for all the events occurring in a native's life. Each and every
Okay.
okay.
the rishis have actually given a lot of importance to the D60 chart. I think in the scheme, if you read BPHS, you'll find that out of when they've given a point system, D60 has been given 5 points, whereas D1 has, I think, been given 3.5 or something like that.
I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, Amit, 1 sec now.
So, ma'am, this class is available, recording is available in YouTube or in Thinkific where we can access. I don't know how to access.
Amit, you've seen it in the right way.
Okay, that's the only thing I was. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah. 1 sec. Give me
This,
just give me a second. I'm actually just going through the chat box. If you can give me a second.
okay.
Savitri, yes, it is.
Somebody asked about Sashtyamsha. So that's the reason. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
This is, I think, chapter 7, 𝐂𝐸𝐻, shloka number 20 or something. I posted the shloka translation. So you can see in the 𝐕𝐢𝐬 Bala scheme, 3 is for Rashi, 5 is for Sashtyamsha.
Yes, sir. That's what I was telling them. That it's 5 for Shashti Amsha, and I had said 3.5 for D1. But
2 schemes.
huh.
The any case, everybody should read chapters 7 of
BPHS.
Parashara Shastra.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
Yes, sir.
Sashtyamsha is not an easy chart. Then it comes with Sashtyamsha deities and all that. Then the question arises of very important and most people make mistake is even Sashtyamsha or uneven Sashtyamsha. We'll not go there, but most softwares only give one. I made someone create a software which gives both, but forget that. So what your Jagannath Hora is giving or Parashara light is giving, you should follow that. It's family. Anyway, it's pretty late in the night. If there are no questions, we are here from 7:30. So it's 3.5 hours. Okay, I want people to test this technique, etc. It's very important. Just any members here from our Vastu course. So that course we're going to go a bit slow. Ruchiji will be taking over for the next 2-3 weeks.
I
Because
want to join, sir, that course.
you can join.
Ji.
Vinaji, call up the office and join.
Yeah, I told Nitish yesterday I want to join that.
It's not an easy course to do because, for example, how to calculate the direction from where in the house to calculate the direction, center of the house, but which is the center. Biggest trouble is that. And the best of scholars have different opinions. Best of scholars. And if you take a compass, stand in the sun, getting 0 degree north, even your phone has compass. Of course, iPhone has a better compass, more accurate than Android, Samsung, these things. But still, even if you have a professional compass and all, it need not necessarily be the real 0 degree north. Very huge problem. And the best of experts, the most famous experts, have different views on calculation of the exact center of the house and also calculating 0 degree. So they're very tough science, extremely tough science. And then there is very, very senior view that the position of the door, okay, the importance of the section of the door, main door, is not really so important than what in the last few decades some Vastu experts have made, especially, or not especially, in the context of flat system, apartment system. So these are problems, and I just met a scholar in Vastu and he was telling me his experiences. If Rahu is afflicted in the natal chart, then you will not get the exact 0 degree north of the native's house. So this is very unique thing, something new to learn from. And not many people know this. They are sharing his experience. So the best is to rely on other aids like Google Earth and all that. But I think I do not know if we will cover all that on the Vastu course. Any which ways. See, Vastu is very difficult. When and what time in a day the entry of Lakshmi, the entry of abundance can be calculated. But of course, it's not every day abundance will come. But the timing can be calculated. It's all very, very difficult. So if east is where the sun rises, then Vastu Purush will be facing east. That means he'll be in the west facing. So the Vastu Purush normally we take northeast, his face is there. Okay. So there is fixed, then Chara and Nitya. So one is seasonal also. Vastu Purush body movement is seasonal, not always in the northeast. His face is in the northeast and legs are opposite of northeast, which is southwest. So that the other is Nitya, which is the timing of the day. Have you all heard of this concept? When the face of the Vastu Purush body is changing, calculation based on it. Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Very complicated. Not easy, but still easy. So you have to calculate when. See, in Maharashtra, some Maharashtrians have interacted. So they told me it's 7 o'clock in the evening in their house, okay, in their generations. They've been instructed to keep the house door open. We'll finish it very late and have an early morning travel. So this whole month, January, I'm traveling for 10 days. I'm trying to take as many lectures I can, otherwise 𝐂𝐸𝐺 will be taking those lectures for PPTs we have prepared. Okay, so it's fairly easy. The schedule will not be disrupted except for Vastu thing, but she will also take care of that. And when I come back, I'll take like a half a day, full day, still to cover up. So what are they talking about? Yeah, 7 o'clock they keep the door open for Lakshmi to enter. But actually the door, if you go via Vastu, proper calculations, the door has to be calculated. There is a 3 hour slot. Are you understand? So it is all very, very this thing. And see, certain traditions we keep lamp outside the house. But what if it is a north zone, which is water element? You are keeping fire over there. You understand it? So it's not so easy. What we've been following as a tradition in India is not personalized, is not customized as per your house. So, and we will never get the correct Vastu. It is very difficult, possible. But generally, just remember, even if you don't want to join the course, a very simple golden rule is from north to east, the house should be open. That means it should have balconies, it should have doors, it should have windows. You're getting why? The geomagnetic energy and the sun's rays. East is sun's rays, north is geomagnetic. When both of them combine, it is northeast. Everybody with me? Northeast is Ishan Kon, God's blessings corner. Then there is, so this area should be open wind energy. You're actually dealing with the wind energy and the pranic energy. Okay. Then we'll tend to think sun rises in the east. The rays of the sun first is in the east. We tend to think that. But actually it is northeast. It will be a shocking thing because the earth is tilted 23.5 degrees. So it goes there first. That is another concept. So that way there are many concepts and many, like for example, see, we have heard of Vastu Purush. Then there is something called Vastu Nag. Nag means snake. So the head of the snake and the tail of the snake. There is a specific calculation day wise. So during that period in the day and for that day, that var means that day of the weekday, and the time, if the head and the tail will be opposite direction, but that corner in the square, one particular corner, it will keep on shifting. Are you getting it? If that place you dig something, like the time when you are doing the construction of the house, if you dig something in that place at that time, huge problems. Huge problems. That means you're hurting the head and the tail of the snake Vastu Nag. Problem is, 4 books give that calculation. And the 5th book says this is rubbish. Classical books. They say this concept is rubbish. So you get a lot of contradictory views, like in jyotish. Yeah, I've always, whenever I meet a Vastu expert, there was seminars and workshops, so many people keep on coming. And the first thing people do is they learn Vastu first, then they start learning astrology, if at all. Because Vastu, there is big money. Money is very, Jyotish, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees, you get a consultation. So nobody learns Jyotish. For you to learn Jyotish, it will take 30, 40 years and after that also you fail. But Vastu, it is like in 4, 5 years you can master and become a big, great expert. So we're going to close the session. It's become very lengthy and become boring, these sessions. So what was I saying? I always ask them how to calculate extension and cuts. Each one will have something different. Calculating center of the house, calculating 0 degree north. And this is a new concept I learned. If Rahu is spoiled, you will not get the correct directions of the house. The Vastu guy will not. And the worst part is, most people who are practicing Vastu, they're doing so many wrong things. I have one interview pending. If that interview comes out, now everybody will become our enemy. That guy is exposing the whole Vastu industry, the wrong things that are going on. So, Mansar chapter 16 on Southwest Zone. Southwest zone is an area, it is a very, very tricky area. Very, very tricky is not the word, and people don't know it. If a Vastu expert touches it in a slightly wrong manner, for a sarvanash, for his life is destroyed. His life is destroyed. It's a very thing, chapter 16 mindset. So he has to be very careful of not touching that. Anyways, I'm boring you guys. We'll take it slow from January onwards. I'm going to concentrate on my health. So that is the reason I'm enrolling in a treatment from tomorrow morning. So practice this Jupiter in all divisional charts. Send me your homeworks. Practice it in this very systematic manner from main lagna, from Chandra lagna, and from Arudha lagna. In D1, D9, D3, D10, okay, D16. Very easy to practice. एक technique लो, पाप बनो. Take one technique, marry it, sleep with it, breathe with it. And see through one punch, one technique, how can I make 18 predictions? I don't know. Show me the calculation, 6 into 3. 18 predictions. Utkarsh, already I faced a lot of tantra because of so much of knowledge that I have brought out. It disturbs the apple cart. Only young ones like new knowledge.
Yes, sir.
The
We have seen you in your.
old ones don't like a kid exposing them, and especially the kind of knowledge Saptarishi's astrology has brought out has disturbed a lot of people, their businesses, and all that. So, you know, in India, we have this Sas Bahu system. It's a very beautiful, unique system. Throughout life, a mother wishes for a very beautiful daughter-in-law. Am I right or wrong, ladies and gentlemen? Where oldies are, like. But the moment a beautiful daughter-in-law, and especially if she's hot and sexy and stinking rich, comes in our family, the mothers have a problem with that.
True, sir.
I always tell that people don't like to hear bitter truths. Am I right or wrong? Why people are quiet? Why all mothers are quiet now? I don't understand.
Very, very true, sir.
Double dichotomy. Only till the wedding day, the mother-in-law is very proud of her daughter-in-law, sorry. After that starts the reversal of karma. And that is how it is in all fields, especially astrology. The moment you learn a rare technique, you are happy. But when it reaches your enemy also, then you are not happy. Practice astrology. Astrology is so simple. Okay. You need not predict time of marriage or profession, etc. Daniel, I was waiting, I was calling your name. You were not there. I was
Yes,
calling
sir.
I was calling your name, you were not there. I was sharing one technique of D3 and second house.
Oh, yeah, I was away to the kitchen. I'm sorry.
Okay. So we'll go through the recordings or I'll send email to you. For that, you can test it. It's very, very, very nice technique. Doesn't work 100%, but many times it is absolutely straight. Doesn't work 100%. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Let's celebrate our new year with gratitude to all our teachers that we have learned from. And it is very difficult because many a times, okay, we get into strained relationships with our teachers, or we get jealous of our teachers. So I have faced that. when that 7 year patch, I had a certain amount of poverty. All my students, colleagues, friends only used to keep on asking, everybody's making money except you. The moment I got some money, all the same people became my enemies, especially when I got much more fame than them. This is the irony of life. And life only teaches us one thing, that there is only one constant in life, that there is no constant. With this note, let us pledge that we will learn only what we have 10 fingers, 10 techniques in this year. But those 10 techniques will practice it on 10,000 charts. Thanks, we have astrodatabank.com or SRS Saptarishi's research software, it's a free software. If you can make 10 predictions, I keep on saying, 10 predictions to the specific year, you will be a very popular astrologer in your community, in your locality. Consistently making those predictions, consistently practicing those 10 techniques. That's it. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ruchi. Thank you, Yuang. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
You are
sir.
very
Thank
happy.
you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Blessings
so
to all.
much.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Bless.
Good night, everybody.
So much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Happy New Year.
God bless.
Thank you and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Sir is
Thank you,
saying,
sir. Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thank you
night
very
to
much.
sir
everyone.
is saying something.
Thank you, Daniel. I wanted to thank Daniel that she's been a big help in the last.
Chalo, bas. Chalo, nice.
Wanted to thank her.
Sir, I want to ask you something. Can I ask? Gurdat here.
I would like to marry you, so I would like to see your face.
Sir, something wrong with my laptop's camera, so I'm not able to start it.
Both.
Sir, a few days back, I have seen your video on 𝐂𝐸𝐻 astrology. Maybe like 4 years back, that video was uploaded on YouTube. So I was keen to know, like, sir, whether you have any plan to start 𝐂𝐸𝐻 astrology as well.
𝐂𝐸𝐻, the rules are completely different in most of the cases. Completely contradictory to normal rules of astrology. He's a very good friend of my mentor for 20 years. And he's one of the finest predictors in the world. Far above than all famous astrologers. Far above. So I've read his books. I've understood a little bit. I haven't mastered his books, so I'm not the right candidate to do. And if you do 𝐂𝐸𝐻 astrology, you'll forget all the other astrology. So, I always feel one lifetime is so less, so less. You should go ahead and do it. And his books are now out of print. But I can still get these books PDF illegally, whatever. So, one of the nicest human beings my mentor is. Very nice person. His problem was some addiction problems and all that. He produced a nice person, is to be a student. Fantastic man. Fantastic.
Sir, you met him, right, sir?
I met him once only and spoken to him 2, 3 times. And I still remember his words. I had gone to him for job. I was out of a job, between jobs. So he took his time and he gave me 4 dates, 9 months from the time we were talking. We were talking, I think, January, February. He said in October, you will get a job. This will be the 4 dates. He said, out of these 4 dates, I take guarantee for 2. And that's when I coined that word, guaranteed astrology. And that series became such a big, huge fame. It gathered, that series of articles that I wrote. But You should read his book. It's very unique. You'll realize you're dealing with a rishi. You'll realize you're dealing with a rishi. He was a rishi reborn.
Even I believe in his books, entire knowledge of his is not there.
In nobody's book, entire knowledge will ever be there. Nobody's book. Do you think so? Parashar Rishi, his, see what is his level? Parashar Rishi, what is his level? You should look at the sky. He said, now this time, Lord Vishnu is supposed to take incarnation. So let me have sex so that Vishnu can come and I can be his son. And then Ved Vyasa was born. And you know what Vyasa did? He systemized the Ved, segregated it, made divisions on. So, do you think so? His knowledge is only limited to PPHS? Of course, he's written Parashar Samhita also. Or Yog Yatra is by Varan. Yog Yatra is Varan. So, his knowledge is only limited to BPHS. Parashar Rishi would be having so much of knowledge. He's a Rishi. Last Maharishi is considered. So, nobody, not a single astrologer's knowledge can ever come out in any book. Even an average jyotish, you meet an average jyotish who's 60, 70, 80 years old, his knowledge, his experience can never come out in his books, can never. Average jyotish. I always feel so bad that so much I have not been able to release, although I own a publication house, we have published 35, 40 books, our own. But I lost interest in writing. Many years back, I lost interest in that. The interest, that desire should be there to become famous. So if you don't have that desire, there is no use. Desire is what creates the world. Prakriti, that means nature, there is a desire to procreate. So trees grow, animals, they have sex, babies are born, humans have sex. The desire is there to have a child. If desires get, I was just today I took an old friend of mine. I took him to my house. Okay. He said, in this house you have come, last 2 years you lost all desires. I said, yes. He said, because you're sitting in the wrong place. You're sitting in a place where there is detachment. So I said, I'm very happy in life. I was, in spite of so many battles happening in life, but I'm very content, which never happened in all my life. So he said, it is because of this corner, and he was giving me the calculation for it. So, any which ways. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually tired. These days I'm getting very tired very fast. But of course, my days are very good, very from 4 o'clock each times and running around the house. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you in some weeks. Okay.
Take
Good night.
care, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Take care, sir. Good.